Revelio. Incendio. Accio. Brilliant. Revelio. Revelio.
I've never seen a sword like it.
Revelio. Incendio. Revelio. Revelio.
Now you should be able to travel to and from Feldcroft in an instant. If you see dear Anne Sallow, please do give her my...
An intruder!
Revelio. Hello, nice to meet you.
Welcome. I'm Bernard Indiai, and this is my shop. Is there anything I can help you with?
What do you have for sale?
A pleasure doing business with you. Have I mentioned you're welcome to stop by any time?
see you again.
Nice to see you as well.
What do you have for sale?
Have I mentioned you're welcome to stop by any time?
I will make you pay. You haven't had mushrooms stew like what my mother used to make. Like heads of lettuce, those mushrooms were.
You only have Ranrock to blame.
Revelio. Revelio. Levioso. Accio. Revelio.
Perhaps a hybrid.
I finished the activities you signed me, Professor Garlick.
Wonderful! I hope you gained a greater appreciation for the flora in our lives. I am forever enraptured by it. Just yesterday, I spent hours pruning my self-fertilizing shrubs and flutterby bushes. Didn't realize how long I'd been at it until the sun began to set. Well, if there's one thing I love to see more than my plants thriving, it's one of my students doing the same. Now, ready to learn Flipendo? Chin up, keep a light grip, and it's all in the wrist. Let's see you give it a go. You will want to focus with this spell. Nothing as mortifying as knocking back a colleague when all you wanted to do was move a few pots. Wonderfully done! If you'd like to practice a bit more... Welcome to do so here in the greenhouse. Just mind the plants, please. And look at that. You're a natural. Here. The greenhouse was keep safe in water without a nudge from me.
Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Professor, I was wondering where you're from. What's your background?
Oh, how nice of you to ask. Well, let's see. I grew up in London, right on the Thames.
Forgive me, I was sure you must have been raised in the countryside.
I used to dream of just that. But it wasn't until I came to Hogwarts that I felt truly at home. Mind you, it did take some time, and whilst it is my fervent hope that each student eventually feels as at home here as I do, it is not always the case.
I suppose that makes sense.
Well, we each bloom differently, don't we? Some of us, like Devil's Snare, thrive in the shadows, whilst others crave the attention of a bouncing bulb. And we each grow and thrive according to our own plan. Oh, I was terribly nervous when I arrived at the castle. You see, as a child, I knew nothing of witches or wizards. You can imagine how astonished I was to receive my letter from Hogwarts. I spent a good deal of time alone in either the greenhouse or the library my first days here.
It does take a while to adjust to being here.
Precisely, and I was remarkably fortunate. In fact, a 7th year took me under her wing during those first days. She remains one of my dearest friends.
How fortunate.
I was indeed. I dare say you'll find that the friends you make here at Hogwarts will last a lifetime. Now, I'd best get to my recent delivery from the Magic Neep. Mr. Teasdale promised me quite an assortment of seeds this week. Lovely to see you.
I was wondering when I'd see you again. A pleasure doing business with you. Nothing like finding just the right thing, is there? Let me know if there's anything else I can do. Let me know if there's anything else I can do to help.
I'll say it again.
I wonder where they go.
Pardon me, but were you saying something?
Oh, hello. Talking to myself. I'm Clementine Willardsey. Charmed. I was musing on the precious butterflies I see near the edge of the forest. Whenever I come near, they fly off into it. When I was at Hogwarts, we truly were forbidden from entering the forest. Told horrible stories about it, and I've had an irrationally intense fear of it ever since. It's silly, but I'm insatiably curious as to where the butterflies go in the forest. You couldn't possibly find out, could you?
You want me to follow the butterflies?
I do, yes, if you wouldn't mind.
Very well. If I have time, I shall see where they lead.
Oh, how kind. Students these days have so much more courage than I ever did. You can usually find me right around here. I hope to see you soon. Don't forget, the butterflies always seem to be on the fringes of the forbidden...
Revelio.
Dee. Hope you're not here for an autograph, because I'm not entirely sure I have them in stock. Oh, I'm always thrilled when a young one makes a wise purchase. I can tell you'll go far.
Revelio. Huh? There they are. She wasn't making it up. Well, we've come this far. Miss Willardsea might get an answer about these butterflies. Incendio! Confringo! Definger! Incendio! Revelio. Miss Willardsea will never believe where the butterflies led me. Revelio. Oh well, look what we have here.
You've hurt many of my friends, and now you'll pay.
Incendio! Accio! Incendio! Finger!
You let Nora Treadwell go, didn't you? You're about to wish you hadn't. I've seen your magic, and I'm not afraid of it, or of you.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade?
still talk about
Oh,
you.
please tell me you have an answer for me about the
Hello, Miss Willardsey.
Well, what happened? Did you find them?
They led me into the forest and revealed a treasure.
Oh, how lovely! I'm glad you were rewarded for your efforts. Perhaps one day I'll be able to bring myself to go into the forest. For now, I'm happy simply knowing there's something so lovely to see, should I dare.
Revelio.
Haven't a clue why there's such a fuss over poking. There's enough beast flesh for everyone.
I should investigate.
Revelio.
Mrs. Twiddle, your husband was right. The statue was part of a puzzle.
Oh, really? How exciting!
Yes, I had to destroy a number of large vases, and that seemed to activate some sort of charm on the statue.
Well done. Oh, I miss having someone like you around with a thirst for knowledge and a quick mind. Well, my curiosity has been satisfied. Thank you for that. Who knows what I'll encounter on my next constitutional? Oh, my husband would be so pleased to know he was right about that statue.
I know what that means. Merlin trial.
Incendio. Revelio. Revelio.
Merlin himself would be proud.
I already have the wormwood.
Revelio.
Bet you don't have the porcupine quills. No, I do.
Professor, what did you mean when you said your education wasn't traditional?
I had bet myself a butterbeer you'd be back to ask about that. It seems I've earned myself a trip to the Three Broomsticks. My father insisted rather adamantly that fun had no place when it came to learning. I struggled with his rather Socratic method of teaching, made no progress with even the simplest spells until I made a game of it. As the process itself became a source of joy, I was able to better retain what I was being taught. I realized then how much fun was to be had in learning, and I decided to become a professor so that I may pass that joy along.
I, for one, am glad. I very much enjoy your class.
Delighted to hear. Now, I shall not keep you from your studies, nor time with your fellow students, both of which are invaluable to your education.
Galleons and a historian's uniform. It was really...
Hogwarts must have hundreds of owls.
Can't get...
Off on another adventure, are we?
Everyone seems to fear Professor Sharp. Not me. I think the man's brilliant. Only barked at me twice.
Try running.
Still can't believe you found that old uniform.
Revelio.
I didn't mean... I'm sorry, I'm sorry!
I was hoping to see you.
You're back.
Finally. Minister Spavin talks more than he listens. Ranted on and on about rogue dragons. Wouldn't listen to a word about goblins. Speaking of which...
Listen, Professor. So much happened while you were away. Your friend, Mr. Ollivander, sent me an owl asking for help finding an heirloom wand that was stolen from him.
He did he?
And so I went to the owlery, like he said, and there were all these statues.
What do you mean, statues? In the owlery?
Yes, which led me to a secret hideout where I found Richard Jackdaw's ghost.
Who on earth is Richard Jackdaw?
He was a student here long ago. Anyway, he told me about a secret cavern. I went there, and right next to Jackdaw's skeleton, I found the missing pages.
You found the pages?
I did. And because Jackdaw had followed the map they contained, when I found the pages, I found the location on the map. Believe it or not, it's a room below Hogwarts.
Why am I not surprised? Shall we?
I was hoping you'd say that. Oh, and we'll need to bring the book. The room is called the Map Chamber, by the way, and a portrait of Percival Rackham awaits us there.
Professor Rackham. I look forward to meeting him. How did this Jackdaw get the pages from the book?
Evidently, Peeves stole them, and Jackdaw stole them from him.
Oh, Peeves. To think it was beneath us all this time. This looks promising. A map. There's Hogsmeade. And over here, the Forbidden Forest. And, of course, Hogwarts. It's magnificent. If only you were here to see this.
Hello, Professor Rackham. We've placed the book on the pedestal, as you asked. And this is my mentor, Professor Fig.
How do you do, Professor Fig? And you, my young friend, see now why you needed to return with the book?
I do. I also see why you refer to this room as the Map Chamber.
That you have come this far tells me that you possess extraordinary magical ability, the potential and power of which will unlock should you prove yourself worthy. The location of each of 4 trials will, in time, appear on the map. Trials that will test you and give you access to invaluable knowledge. Trials that you must complete on your own. Do you recall the pensive memory you viewed in my vault in Gringotts?
You and your friend Charles spoke of the portkey, and of trials you'd created for one who sees traces of ancient magic.
Precisely. Charles is another of the Keepers, a designation we gave ourselves centuries ago, in light of the knowledge that we have been bound to keep hidden. Until, perhaps, now.
So, the passage from your ruins to Gringotts, everything in the vault, the restricted section, finding this room, none of these was a trial.
They were an important part of the journey, but they were not trials themselves. The fact that you have come this far, however, bodes well. The trials were designed to ensure that the power and knowledge we have kept secret for so long does not fall into the wrong hands. They will test your abilities, both innate and learned. But of equal importance, everything you witness as you complete the trials will inform what you choose to do with all that we share. You will need patience. The trials have much to teach you. It will take time.
I'm afraid we don't have the luxury of time.
We have waited this long, Professor Fig. Surely a few more.
Respectfully, sir, while I do not know the secret you keep, I do know that our young friend here has seen traces of a powerful dark magic being wielded by goblin kind. And we encountered an uncommonly powerful goblin wielding such magic as we prepared to leave your vault at Gringotts. We may already be too late.
This is grave news indeed. Young friend, do you trust Professor Fig?
I do.
Then, in the light of your considerable skill and all you have already accomplished, we shall begin. You will find the location of the first trial marked on the map below you. Whilst Professor Fig may assist you in locating the trials, they may be completed only by one with our ability.
Shall we have a look? I know that tower. It's not far. You may have seen it yourself.
Don't think I have. Perhaps your young friend is not as well-traveled as you think.
As your mentor, the least I can do is go ahead to make sure it is safe. Join me as soon as you can.
You said that you know that tower. What can you tell me about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. I've passed it dozens of times. It's north of Hogsmeade. My recollection is that it seems abandoned. Clearly, however, the tower conceals more than meets the eye.
I'll find you at the tower as soon as I can.
Until then, be careful, and do not tell anyone where you're going.
It's time you learned, Glacius, the freezing spell. It is an efficient way to cool down a heated situation. But first, I will need you to complete a few tasks. Once you've done that, come and see me.
Revelio.
Revelio. Revelio. Brilliant!
How did you get on with those tasks?
Madam Kogawa, I completed the list of tasks you assigned.
Wonderful. I trust you became more familiar with your broom through the process?
Yes, Professor.
That's good to hear. Keep it up, and perhaps one day you'll have a spot on the Quidditch team. If Black ever permits Quidditch again. Well, with those tasks out of the way, let us get started. Glacius. Pay attention to your wand work. Well done. I'd recommend that you practice your new spell here in my... Before taking it out. Glacius! There you go. Get in them quickly.
Findo! Incendio! Accio!
Glacius! I think it's learned its lesson. But do continue to practice as long as you like. Kinesthesia is a powerful learning tool.
Glacius! Incendio!
Revelio. Revelio.
Fall dead asleep on my feet, I could.
Revelio.
Such arrogance. I don't have time for this.
Incendio.
I won't rest until you're dead.
Potato. Stupefy.
Lucky, that's all.
Glacius. Incendio.
No! I will make
You've one less follower, Ranrock.
Revelio. Revelio. Intriguing place, Sanbakar's tower. Lovely view, I'd imagine. No idea who this Bakar is, mind you.
Over here.
I believe you are ready to learn Arresto Momentum, the slowing charm. It allows you to freeze objects or people in midair. Simply complete a few tasks and then come and see me.
We're not alone.
We are not. Ranrock's loyalists. Around a dozen I can see, but could be more.
Can't we apparate past them into the tower?
We could, but we've no idea what's in the tower. More importantly, however, I'd like to know why they're here. They've set up camp just ahead. I suggest we investigate a little before doing anything else. Let's go.
Well, this isn't ideal.
No, it isn't. This way. And I'd suggest we use the disillusionment charm here. No sense in announcing our arrival.
You ought to cut back on pudding. Took you for a troll the other day.
Quickly now. Or, I suppose we could charge right into their mist.
Incendio! Confringo!
One less human to worry about. Rather unwise coming back this way. Must be something here. You don't know! Let's get this over with. Must be something here. Ramrock said so. You're dead. I'm a goblin, not a toy! Expulso. Stop it! Something here. Ramrock said so. To the tower. Let me down! At once! I won't rest until you're dead. Ha! Expulso!
Revelio. Revelio. Lumos.
Lumos!
Wingardium Leviosa. Reparo. Revelio. 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 Reparo. Wingardium Leviosa. Confringo. Revelio. Protego. Confringo. Revelio. 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 Confringo! Orders. Directly from Ranrock.
These
Revelio.
are something to do with names. What names? And why here?
I will draw blood. Rather unwise coming back this way. Just you wait till I'm on solid ground. How did you do that? Once you grab me, let's get it. You can't stop us. That's your best. Pity, not quite.
Incendio!
Not quite. You lost them. But they're surrender. Much better.
Incendio! Confringo! Revelio!
Looks like we found the entrance.
It's locked. Revelio. An unlocking charm.
Very handy. No time now, but if you don't learn it soon enough, we can work on it back at the castle.
Someone was an avid reader. Can't say I'm familiar with many of these titles. Revelio.
I imagine these brooms have been enchanted for centuries. Never seen an enchantment last this long.
Welcome to San Bakar's Tower.
Hello, Professor. Did you say San Bakar's Tower?
I did. Professor Bakar is a keeper you have yet to encounter. I'm glad to see that I was correct in presuming that we would meet again soon after our last encounter, though I surmise, based on the commotion I heard, that you did not have an easy time getting to me.
We did not, Professor. We encountered goblins outside the tower.
That goblins were aware of my vault is disquieting enough. But if they have also made a connection to this tower, then the threat may be greater than I thought. All the more reason for us to move forward. Downstairs, near the entry, a reservoir of ancient magic, like those you've seen before, has been unlocked. Command it to access a doorway. I'm afraid I cannot say more. As Professor Fig cannot join you, he and I will, in time, see you back at the map chamber. Remember what you see.
We're going to need to understand how Ranrock's loyalists knew about a tower that once belonged to a keeper. For the moment, however, you've more important things to set your mind to. A reservoir of ancient magic, I believe?
Yes, sir.
Then I shall leave matters in your increasingly capable hands. That said, be careful.
I will, sir. I'll see you back in the map chamber. Revelio. A reservoir of ancient magic. Downstairs, near the entry. Revelio. I've seen this before, in Gringotts and the restricted section. Revelio. Revelio. Impressive. That must have done something. Best have a look around. Revelio. 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 More traces of ancient magic. Something must be different. Revelio. Revelio. These are never a welcome sight. At least I know what to expect this time.
Revelio.
These look familiar. Revelio.
Revelio.
Was it Accio I used before?
Revelio.
That platform looks like it ought to get me where I need to go.
Incendio! Accio!
More statues. Making this, I presume I'm looking for traces of ancient magic. But where?
Revelio.
Seems I ought to explore this archway from both sides. What did that burst of magic change on both sides of the archway? Something must be different. I need to see how the room changes when I move in and out of the archway. To use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge. So that's it. I need to use both sides of the archway to get the platform to the other side of the bridge. I'll never get used to these floors. I'll never get used to these floors. I'll never get used to these floors. Now to see what's changed on each side of this archway.
Revelio. Revelio.
Don't like the look of this.
Glacius!
a relief.
Revelio.
Another pensive.